Here we are. We're back on Thursday. I'm back. You're back. We're all back. And I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to hear from you. I hope you guys are doing well. It's December 2nd. Thursday, December 2nd. That means there it goes. Another year of our lives gone like that. Riding straight through life in my personal sack of flesh and blood. And another year is dead and gone. God. Young people, you have no idea what this feels like. You think you have thousands of years left, don't you? You don't even think you think that, but you do think that, whether you know it or not. That's the thing about being young. And young is what? I don't know. I mean, some people think I'm young. I think certain people in their 60s are young. But really, I'm talking about before you're 40, you kind of do just have no idea. Even those of you young people who are dealing with a lot, which is most of you, because let's face it, life on planet Earth, it ain't easy. And if it is easy for you, I mean, God bless you. Just don't rub it in. Anyway, life is hard on all of us, young people and old people. But what I was saying about young people is you don't really realize how fast it's going until you're about my age, I would say. At least I didn't. Do you guys? I mean, what do you think? Am I wrong? Am I right? You tell me. It seems like people are just like dying left and right all around me. So I don't know, maybe that's on my mind too. But you know, when you get to be in your 60s, 70s, 80s, then you really do have that thing. Everyone older has always told me that. Like, oh, suddenly everybody's dying. So obviously I'm getting old. It just seems so cruel to work so hard at life only to have everybody die around you. I don't really care about me dying. I just care about everybody else dying. So yeah, life is hard, but it's pretty funny. It's sad, but the food tastes good. Blankets are soft. Cats are cute. Puppies are awesome. Taking walks is nice. Sleeping, did I mention that? I love to sleep. That feels good. How often, how much of our life are we asleep again? Isn't it like a third of your life you're asleep? I wish it was like 100%. So yeah, 2021 is just about over. When I saw the calendar turn to December, I'm just mortified. I feel conflicted about this year ending because on the one hand, obviously, hell yes, let's get through this shit. Can 2021 please be over? Goodbye, who needed you? But on the other hand, how is another year of COVID over? Again, I really do want to know. I just like take a little quiz. If you guys could hit me back. What does it sound crazy? If you're not on the West Coast, does it sound crazy to hear things like that? I mean, obviously now we have shutdowns all over in Europe and various other places, but like for us in Washington State, it's still just as drastically shut down. In fact, even more so than it was last year in 2020. So for us, it feels just as heavy and imposing. And, like our freedom is gone because of it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that in a like judgmental political way. I'm just saying like we can't go eat in a restaurant unless we show a vaccination card. I'm talking I can't go outside my house without a mask on still. Whereas, apparently from what I see most other places, people are living life normally. So I'm just saying it's starting to really get, like when I'm just started to talk about that, you should have felt my heart. It's like my heart was in one spot and then it ended up being like on the outside of my body as I was starting to talk about it. There's really no, I don't know. I'm just curious how different it is elsewhere. Because obviously I haven't gotten to go many places. I just don't know. And we don't all talk about it. There's such a fear in talking about it. I think some people are even afraid to say, you know what, I really am super sick of wearing a mask. I'm not afraid to say that. Like, of course I'm sick of wearing a mask. Hold on, I got to get a Kleenex. It looks like I dropped chocolate, Unknown Chocolate. That's the name of my new band. I dropped what looks like Unknown Chocolate on this beautiful book that I'm about to read to you from, and it really upsets me. It's right in the center, and it's not the type of book where it's like a paper. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's actually a New Directions poetry pamphlet book. And so that means it's like a paper cover, and I'm so sad that I just made a mark on it. There's no recovering from it. Anyway, 2021. Goodbye. All right, I will be reading to you from Treasure of the Castilian or Spanish Language. That book is by Sebastián de Covarrubias Horozco. This is selected and translated by Janet Hendrickson. And as I mentioned, I think New Directions Poetry Pamphlet number 26. I'll put a link in the description where you can find this book. In fact, I just pulled it up so I can tell you. I want to show you how much it'll be. Oh, it links it. You can't buy it directly from New Directions, but I will definitely link to Bookshop via IndieBound, and it's only $10.99. It is back ordered right now, so I'm just going to warn you guys that it's going to be hard to get, but I would go ahead and order it anyway, just so you'll be first on the list to get it when it's available again. And holy hell, are you going to want to read this? I decided it's such a complicated book to talk about for me. That I am going to read to you from the New Directions website. So here it is. Sebastián de Covarrubias' famous Treasure of the Castilian or Spanish Language was first published in 1611, only 2 years before the author's death. A contemporary of Cervantes, learned in Hebrew and Arabic languages, Covarrubias wrote his encyclopedic dictionary to explore the heterogeneous origins of words and their hidden connections to the moral, transcendental, and everyday meanings of the world. Here, the translator Janet Hendrickson, who has dived deep into this influential pre-Enlightenment text to cull a coherent poetic selection of Covarrubias' pioneering work. So that hopefully gives you a better understanding of what I'm about to read to you. This is a very, very exciting book for me. This is, you know, when you find a book and you realize, this is how I wish all books were, basically. I mean, I know I don't really mean that because I still want to read, you know, like for fun, those crochet murder mysteries occasionally. But for real, I need like 95% of books to be this good. And like, I want to just live in them. I want to thank Stephanie Gehring, poet Stephanie Gehring. I'll put a link in the description where you can find her work. She is the one who gave me this book. And I know that she said it was one of her, maybe her favorite book of 2019. That's when it came out. And it's definitely my favorite book, probably maybe of the last 10 years now that I've read it. And I want to reread, and it's another one, I'm going to reread this about 1 billion times. So cannot recommend it enough. I'm just sorry it's in back order right now. But let me go ahead. So it's set up like a dictionary or an encyclopedia. So when I'm going to just read a couple of the descriptions, hopefully to give you guys a taste for it, or a couple of the entries. It starts always with the letter of the alphabet and a short little description of that too. So, A or A. It is so simple to pronounce. It is the first letter man utters on being born. It is pronounced like the vowels that follow it by puckering the lips and exhaling. The simplicity of ah is such that its utterance is not denied to the mute, who with ah and the help of their tone, the movement of their hands, feet, eyes, and body make us understand in a moment what the articulate could not. The mute, as they walk together, prattle more than magpies. Ah is doctrine, way, eternal bliss. Ah, repeated 3 times, declares the mute's impotence in speech. And for me, mute in what I seek, it means the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. I implore my God to give me his life to finish this work for his glory and for everyone's use. I know of no one who has taken on this task, bringing it to the end I seek. Ah was once called the letter of health. Whew. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Heart's beating fast. All right, now we'll do are, or air. The wind being moving air or being caused in air. It would take too long to declare here how and where and from what are created the mist, the dew. the rain, the snow, and hail that fall, the thunder and lightning, comets, firebrands, the exhalations, vortices, and yawnings of the sky. Holy moly. How good is this guy? Are you kidding me? And how good are you, Janet Hendrickson? I need to write her a letter if we're doing this, making this book. I can't write to good old Sebastian, but I can write to Janet. By the way, just a reminder, write to the people you love. Tell them you love them. Don't expect anything back, but do write to them. Okay. Here's a good one. Apio, meaning celery, the symbol of sadness and weeping. Wow. Okay. Now we're moving on to B, or be. Here's the description for B. It has no sound. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I love when I don't know what somebody's talking about. I'm pretty sure it has a sound, but according to Sebastian here, it has no sound. All right. Centro, or center. The center of the world is that point in the middle of the earth from which any line extended to the surface will be of equal length. This center is the furthest place from heaven, and so it is assigned to the devil. This point and place pulls all the elements toward it with such force that if God were to annihilate earth and water from the globe, everywhere the air would travel there. What is heavy moves there and does not leave. When someone is content, when he remembers nothing and wishes for no more than that which he enjoys, we say that he is in his center. That's bizarre, isn't it? When someone is content, when he remembers nothing and wishes for no more than that which he enjoys, we say that he is in his center. Is that bad? I can't tell if that ending is bad or good. I mean, center is the place of the devil, and then this other stuff, I don't know. Well, I guess you do want to wish for more than just what you enjoy. Is that what that's? I don't know. I guess I didn't think about that one enough to read it to you. I'm just kind of going through and finding ones that I know I liked. Oh, under I, or E, innovar, innovate, a forensic term. How about this one, ir, which is go. For the sick to go away means to die, the departure of the crow. Can you imagine pulling up your online dictionary, you're typing an email, and for some reason you're looking up the word go? I don't know why you would need to look up the word go, but let's just say you are. And it says, for the sick to go away means to die, the departure of the crow. You know what I would like to do right now? I would like to contact, whatever the main dictionary people are, Webster's, and ask them how much I'd have to pay them for them to change their definition of go to this definition. How great would life be if this was the definition for go? For the sick to go away means to die, the departure of the crow. I just love imagining people looking that up and finding that and imagining their face. All right, let's do a few more. Ka, or K. And it says, in quotes, C, the letter C, or say, does the same job. Truth. How true is that? Why do we have them both? Don't need them. We do not need them. All right, how about leon, lion? The lion isn't as brave as they say. For the Egyptians, it symbolized the heart, the sun, the earth, or he who subjugates others' hearts. It suffers from mosquitoes that bite its eyes. It flees from the sight of the rooster and the rooster's voice, particularly if the rooster is white. Why this is so unknown? Nature provided that this most ferocious animal be less prolific than the rest, in contrast with the fecundity of the fearful little rabbit. The lion cub ravages its mother's womb with its claws. The lion forgives. Wow, again, Sebastian is all over the place with this. Basically, he's like, lions, they are so not that cool. I don't know why anyone says they are. Like, he's just over it. Lions are not that special. But then when that little baby lion hurts its mom's nipples with its claws, the lion's okay with it. So I guess it's also sweet in the same way. Anyway, here's one more. Mio, meaning mine. What's mine is mine, and what's yours belongs to both of us. Again, Webster's, update your damn dictionary. That's the new definition of mine. How good is this book, you guys? Put your name on that waiting list to get more when they come out. You have to, or go find this. Hopefully there's still some independent bookstores with some of these waiting just for your beautiful little hands. I am so obsessed with this book, The Treasure of the Castilian or Spanish Language by Sebastián de Covarrubias, Horozco, and selected and translated by Janet Hendrickson. Really, really. Oh, and by the way, in the beginning of this book, how funny is this? Of course, this happened. So there's a little preface, and Janet here says something like that. Oh man, I can't find it. But she basically said a thank you to Elliot Weinberger somewhere in here, saying that this book would not have been possible without him. Am I making that up? Because oh yeah, here we go. In the acknowledgments. Finally, special thanks to Elliot Weinberger, who encouraged this translation from its earliest stages, and Jeffrey Yang for his editorial guidance. So there you go. Apparently, Elliot Weinberger was a big supporter of this very book. So anything that he has his eyes and ears and hands on is thumbs up for me. All right, you guys, that's about it. I'm exhausted, as always. I love you guys. Don't forget, actually, hold up. Back up the music train here, Robin. Remember, you only have over the weekend and maybe a couple days into next week to finish ordering from my shop. The only thing that will be available after next week is going to be my book, 20 Years of Drawing. Other than that, the shop is closed till April, and I'm so sorry about that. So get on there, get what you need. I'm recording this a little earlier than I'm posting it, so if there are still cards left, go to the link in the description, find the cards, and buy them, the 2021 cards, because you will be in the running to win a $4,000 drawing. I'm only saying that number so much just to let you know that it's a pretty good deal. You know what I mean? $5 to win a $4,000 value drawing. So go for it, and only if you want my drawing. What else? Oh yeah, and still, you have until what? The 5th? If you want to order the Dave Eggers book, The Every, that I am a part of, or that I am, my drawing is on the cover of, you want to do that soon. You want to do that now. And I will link you in the description of the podcast where you go to buy this book. You will be guaranteed a cover with one of my drawings on it. This is the only way you can do that other than hunting it down yourself. So, and I know that most of you guys are Dave Eggers fans. So, of course, you do want to get that. So get on it. And now I will close out the podcast. Here I am. Hello. There's the music. There we go. Feeling good. Okay. What am I going to say? Even though I like to give advice occasionally on the podcast, or I like to say the things that I'm trying to remind myself of, I just want to make it clear, I don't want you guys to be anything like me. So do your own thing. Give me your advice. Give me the things you're trying to tell yourself. I'd like to state that, and I'd like to hear what types of things you tell yourselves. Because basically that's what I'm doing when I say all this stuff. Like, expectations are premeditated resentments. That's a reminder to myself. I need that. We shall find peace. We shall hear angels. We shall see the sky sparkling with diamonds. That's Chekhov quote. And that's what I like to feel, rather than that doom and gloom death talk that I'm always doing. I'd like to imagine something wonderful. Don't expect things to go your way, by the way. Be happy when they do and roll with it when they don't. Remember this, stress is wanting something to be what it isn't. I think I first learned that from Eckhart Tolle. And that is why reality is my higher power. Reality, capital R, reality, higher power. Try it if you don't have one. Remember to focus on what you need. Even if you're a parent, even if you're a caregiver, even if you're busy as hell, give yourself even 2 minutes of whatever it is you need. I've been deciding no matter how busy I am and how upset I am going to definitely give myself at least 45 minutes of reading time at the end of every day, no matter what, because I have to. I'm going to do that. I'm still working on that sleeping assignment or sleeping schedule. Stop trying to figure it all out. We can't figure it all out. Just give up on that and just live to the best of your abilities. I'm out of advice. My new ending, I can't go on. I'll go on. Basically, I will go on. I can't go on, I will go on. That's Samuel Beckett. I'm Robin O'Neill. This is me reading stuff. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
I'm Robin O'Neill's dad, Jim. And I'll tell you something. If I'm looking for something special for someone, I always go to robinoneil.com/shop.